See what kind of doorknob that is. No, like, thing. Just this little tiny, see that little hole there? And then it's all smooth, see? Now, compare that doorknob to this one. This is how doorknobs usually are, right? Where it has that kind of thing on one side and then a lock on the other, like that. So the bathroom door is a little weird, to say the least. Okay? Anyhow, real quick. Move bugs. My mom's at a thing today. Anyway, church thing. Anyway, real quick here. It's the middle of the night. She got up to go to the bathroom, and she didn't close the door, which, you know, lots of people do. I often don't close the door when you go in the bathroom. But unfortunately, what she did, and of course she's like, I didn't do that. How did I do that, Mom? I don't know how you did it, but if you were the last one in the bathroom, you did it. I didn't do it. This is what she did. You can see it doesn't have anything on the outside. This is what she had to have done. It only locks on the inside, and then it's all smooth on the outside. The only thing I can think of she did is she's not even awake, of course. She's a zombie. When she wakes up in the middle of the night, she's on powerful segments, etc., whatever. She'd go in the bathroom with the door open. Now, if she had closed the door, if you can't open the door unless you unlock it, see? What she did was somehow, and of course I'm not there. I don't know how you did it, Mom. I'm only looking at the final result. I didn't do it. You were the last one in there. I didn't do it. Yes, you did. It's okay. It's an accident. Way worse things happen. We see way worse things all the time on the news, Mom. I wasn't upset with her. It's a fucking accident. Wasn't upset with her at all. Did I ultimately get upset with her and yell and threaten to call the police? Yes, but let me tell you why. You see there's only that little hole there, right? It's the middle of the night. I want to go to bed. I only let her know what was happening so she know we'll have to deal with it in the morning. I said, Mom, there's no way to get in there. I didn't do it. Whatever. Mom, this is what you had to have done. You didn't have the door closed all the way. You must have grabbed the doorknob, because when the door's not closed all the way, it's closed enough that, you know, you don't close it all the way, but it was this much open. So you can't squish through there. So when I don't close the door all the way, I open the door just by the regular. I don't grab the handle. I just open the door by the door itself, you know, the wood part. And whatever she did, I don't know what she did. Or maybe she locked it without thinking. Maybe she did it in whatever. This is what she did, though. If it's locked, she did it. Okay? I went to go use the bathroom, and I had to pee. I wound up having to pee in the garbage pail. Luckily, I haven't gone the other, and neither has she. But maybe if she does have to go the other, it'll at least be out when she's out. Okay? She can use public facilities. Anyway, that's what she must have done. She must have grabbed onto the doorknob part, somehow locked it, or in her sleep, who knows? Doesn't really matter. The end result is it's fucking locked and there's no way to get in. And she was driving me nuts. She kept trying to look at it like, Mom, I'm really smart, okay? You lack common sense. You're not going to get in. You're going to have to break in the door or something, and we're not doing it now, and I'm not going to try to do it. We have to get a neighbor, a man, okay? She kept trying to poke stuff in that tiny little hole I showed you. That was not going to open anything. It was just going to piss me off because I wanted her to go back to bed. She had to get up really early to go to this church thing, and I wanted to go back to bed. And she was fixated and obsessed. I would have never called the police, but I kept saying to her, Mom, please stop. I couldn't stop her. It's bad enough I have no bathroom. I have to worry about her hurting herself. And don't think I didn't, because at one point she said, ouch. At one point she said, ouch. She's trying to poke things through that hole. That's never going to unlock it. It's never going to unlock it. And I know, and I have common sense, and I'm like, Mom, let's deal with it when we get up. Tomorrow we'll deal with it. And she left for a few hours. I'm going back to bed. I'm on no sleep, okay? But she wouldn't stop. Finally, I said, Mom, you're acting crazy. You're fixated on this. You're not going to get in. Trust me, people. There was no way. And then in the morning, I told the church woman what had happened, and she said, use a credit card. I tried that, too. That didn't work. But we didn't even, my mom wasn't trying a credit card in the middle of the night. I was trying nothing. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this shit right now. Go to the bathroom in the bucket. We'll deal with it tomorrow. And she wouldn't stop. I had to literally say to her over and over again, Mom, please. She was fixated and obsessed. Finally, I said, Mom, if you don't go back to bed, I'm going to call the cops and tell them you're ridiculous. I'm going to call the cops. You're going to write up. I don't have to want to worry about her hurting herself. I don't know what she might try to do. You know, she doesn't always think. She's on powerful psych meds up in the middle of the night. She had just taken her Tylenol or whatever. She needed to go back to bed. Period. Period. Okay? I had to yell at her. I didn't want to. When I didn't yell, I'm like, Mom, whatever. It happened. It was an accident. Go back to bed. We'll deal with it tomorrow. And she wouldn't. And meanwhile, I can't sleep in my room. I'm out on the couch, and she won't leave that door alone. So I did the equivalent of yelling at her and threatening to call the cops, which I wouldn't have done. I wouldn't have called the cops. Then she's like, you would have me put in the hospital? No, but you're being ridiculous, Mom. That's the equivalent of you've seen on TV or movies, or maybe you've done it to someone in real life. I never have, where they're being hysterical. You slap them in the face to calm them down. She wouldn't stop fixating on the goddamn doorknob. You could see it. We're not going to get in. I'm not going to try to break that door in and risk hurting myself. I think the only way that door is we're going to have to break it in and replace the door. Then the church woman said maybe a neighbor has tools. Whatever. There's nothing, as you can see, there's nothing on the outside to get that doorknob open. It's not the typical doorknob. I think a neighbor was just going to have to break in the door. But the fact is my mother wouldn't stop. You know how she gets. Obsessed. Fixated. And she wouldn't stop. So I, by yelling and threatening to call the cops, did the equivalent of you slapping someone in the face to calm them down. It's like she couldn't accept it had happened. It did happen, Mom. It was an accident. It's never happened before. It would never happen with me, because I would never even grab that doorknob. If I'm going to the bathroom there and I leave the door open, and I don't leave it open enough to squish through, I would just open it by the wood. You know what I mean? I wouldn't grab the doorknob. Whatever she did, she did. It was an accident. I wasn't upset with her. It's an accident. I got upset with her when she wouldn't let it go. I swear to God, people, how many times I had to say to her, and she was still doing it, and she wouldn't listen to me. All right? So we're locked out from the outside, from the inside, and that's it. We see way worse things happen on the news all the time. But I couldn't reason with her, and she was driving me nuts. I just wanted to go to sleep, okay? And in the end, I knew she was getting up early. She needed to sleep. That is not a normal doorknob. I don't know what kind of doorknob it is, but it's not the kind that you can, it doesn't have that thing on the outside like hers does, okay? So look, we're locked out. Just want to show you. Look, we are locked out. Oh, well, like I said, way worse fucking things in this life going all the time. All the fucking time. She was driving me nuts. Okay? I had to threaten to call the cops, which I wouldn't have done, to get her to go to bed. She kept trying things in that little tiny hole. It wasn't going to work. I have common sense that she lacks. It wasn't going to work what she was doing, and she was going to wind up hurting herself. I didn't know what she might try. I couldn't stop her. You know? I could not stop her, people. I couldn't stop her. Do you understand me? I couldn't stop her. I couldn't stop her, and that was it. And I did what I had to do. She finally went in the bed when I said I was going to call the cops. She took me seriously. She took me seriously, but only when I said I would call the cops. She should have just listened to me. And after that, I said, oh my God, I am really, really smart, okay? You know, she lacks common sense sometimes. A lot of the times, I'm really smart, Mom. If I tell you there's no way to get in there, there's no way to get in there. Not us. And certainly not but you trying to find things to poke through that teeny, teeny little hole that wasn't going to work. And then I heard her say, ouch. And that was the final straw with me. Because I kept trying to reason with her. Not yelling. Please, Mom, go to bed. Go to bed. And she wouldn't stop fixating on the goddamn doorknob. She couldn't accept that it happened. I'm thinking, my God, what would you do like in a real crisis? You can't let it go with this damn doorknob. We'll deal with it tomorrow. We just have to go to the bathroom in the bucket. Who cares? But then, just to give you an example of how I have to live, she's not going to do it. But if she had been in the middle of being sick, she probably would have stayed up for hours and I would have been able to do anything to stop her. You get it? I was finally able to reason with her, but she gets fixated, obsessed, and then if I yell, you think she's going to say, people are going to think I yelled at her because she had an accident. No, I'm not, give a fuck, it's an accident. People do way worse things. People accidentally cause fires in their homes. You and I have both accidentally caused a fire, but there are people who cause fires accidentally and burn their houses down. All right? So we're locked out of the bathroom. So what? It's not the end of the world. Go back to bed. You need to sleep. I need to sleep. See? But just to give you an example, when she's sick, did that stop filming? Oh, no, it didn't stop filming. When she's sick, the light was like showing there, but then I couldn't see it. It's showing on the back of the TV. It shouldn't stop filming. When she's sick, she doesn't get the whole story. So for example, if she told this story and she was sick, she would be like, we were locked out of the bathroom and Laura yelled at me. No. Then people think, oh, I'm yelling at her because she locked us out of the bathroom accidentally. No, it's because she wouldn't go back to bed. She wouldn't let me go to bed. She wouldn't let it go. All right? Remember, I'm sleeping on the couch. If she's fiddling around with the doorknob in that bathroom, I'm going to know about it. Right? She wouldn't let it go. I'm threatening her. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to bother her. She didn't care. But when I said I would call the cops, which obviously I would never do, she finally went to bed. And then she's like, well, were you going to put me in the hospital? No, but you're being ridiculous. I liken it to someone being hysterical and you slap them in the face. That got her to stop. She was getting nowhere, and the final straw was when I heard her say, ouch. She hurt herself. But she could hit herself seriously. She doesn't always have common sense. We know that. A normal person, and I said it to her, I don't care. She needed to go back to bed. I needed to go to bed, right? A normal person might try a couple of things and then, all right, we're going to deal with it in the morning. I can't get in. No, my mom was obsessed thinking she was going to be able to open it magically or something. It was just going to, I knew instantly, we're not going to get in there. I think we're just going to have to break it in. Someone's going to have to break it in. A guy's going to have to break it in and ask a neighbor for help. And then the church woman this morning suggested credit card. Credit card didn't work at all. And then she's like, well, a neighbor with tools. Yeah, I'm going back to bed. We'll deal with it later. So anyway, go to sleep, Bombs. understand? It happened. It's annoying. It's an accident, you know. I wasn't upset with her that it happened. I was upset with her when I said, Mom, we'll deal with it tomorrow, you know, and she wouldn't stop. Wouldn't that drive you guys crazy? And I couldn't stop her. Obsessively trying to stick stuff in that tiny little hole on the outside, and I knew that wasn't going to work. Okay? I knew it. I knew it was not going to work, and she wouldn't listen to me. And that's when I got really upset, as would any of you in the same situation, right? And bad enough we don't have a bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom in the bucket. I have to worry about her trying something. I don't know what she's going to try to do. For all I know, she might try to break in the door. She doesn't think all the time, you know. I don't care if you think, oh, you shouldn't have yelled at you. You're supposed to be a perfect human. Just think, no. She was being ridiculous. And I wanted to go to bed, and I have to worry about her doing something stupid and hurting herself. As it is, she did hurt herself trying to stick stuff in that little tiny microscopic hole. But she didn't hurt herself badly. But if I wasn't here, if I hadn't said anything, if I hadn't stopped her, if I'm just this perfect little thing who doesn't get upset with my mom ever, oh, well, yeah, try for hours. I'm going to bed, Mama. I won't dare yell at you to stop acting crazy and go back to bed yourself. You know, fuck that shit. She was being ridiculous. Ridiculous, people. And refused to listen to reason. We deal with it tomorrow when we get up. We'll deal with it tomorrow. You're trying to stick stuff in that hole. It's not going to work. I know it's not going to work. I'm way smarter than you. I didn't say that, but it's implied. It's the truth. It wasn't going to work. What she was trying to do, and I was afraid she might try something else that would hurt her. Don't think I'm off the mark. When I lived in California years and years and years ago, my mom hurt her back because she decided to try to lift an big thing outside that was in her driveway, a big ice thing, but it turned out, I guess it was really, really heavy, and she hurt herself. A normal person, you know, she knows she's eldest, she knows whatever, like, don't try to lift that thing. When you realize you can't lift it, don't. Leave it there. Get help from a neighbor. You know, I have to hear this shit that she does. She does stuff like that. When I was living here, I came out to the kitchen. This was many years ago. I was horrified. She was standing on a chair trying to get the tuna from the top shelf of the cabinet. Okay, and actually she's tall enough to just reach the tuna, but we'll set that aside. But she had put one of the she had put one of the legs of the wooden chair that's not, you know, elderly people, regular people who aren't elderly fall off chairs all the time. They're not exactly the sturdiest things in the world, okay? But I came out horrified. She didn't realize she had put one of the legs of the chair, the wooden chair, into the dog's water bowl. I rest my case. So don't think for 1 second I didn't have to use really, really tough, you know, and get her to stop. I didn't know what she might try to do when I'm asleep. If I didn't put the fear in her, don't do it, I won't, you know. If I catch you, if you don't go back to bed right now, I'm calling the cops. Which again, I wouldn't have done. I had to do that to stop her. All right? I needed to sleep. She needed to sleep. We don't need to be trying to do this in the middle of the night. Anyway, it's the latest crisis in this house. So frustrating. I know from past experience she will try to do things. She lacks common sense a lot of times. She'll try to do things that most people would know not to try to do. You think I would ever try to poke something in that hole? I know poking something in that hole is not going to do anything. There's nothing we have that would be strong enough to do whatever, to be, that would fit through that tiny hole. And then she was showing me something. Mom, I'm looking right at that. That's not even going to go in that hole. What are you doing? And she was fixated and obsessed. I had to stop her I had to get her to go back to bed. She didn't care no matter what I said. I'm like begging her. That's what I do. I beg, Mom, please, please go back to bed. Please, I want to go to bed. We'll deal with it tomorrow, Mom, please. Really, later on today, since it was the middle of the night. Please. And she wouldn't stop. She wouldn't listen to me. So frustrating. I wanted to fucking scream. Besides the fact she was annoying me, I was afraid she might do something and hurt herself. You don't know what she's going to try to do. You just don't know. I've seen her try to do really stupid things that most people would know not to try to do. And she's obviously not the most aware person, or she would have known years ago when she wasn't sick at the time, that she had stuck the wooden chair into the freaking water bowl. I came out there and I screamed in horror, fear. This was many years ago. I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? What? I'm getting tuna from the... Mom, the wooden chair leg is in the dog's water bowl. You're going to fucking fall. Oh my God. What the hell? What is this? Itchy. I suppose if we do have to break in the door, we shouldn't have a lock on it anymore. Although I like having a lock. I only lock the door when I like having privacy when I'm in the shop. I don't want her, have to worry about her coming in. Smart. When she's home, I always say, I'm taking a shower. I take a long shower. I wash my hair, everything. I'm taking a shower, go to the bathroom now, but sometimes. One time I had to get out of the shower and let her in. But I at least was able to do that and not have her just barge in, how it happened. My mom's like, hi, that's what my mom wants to know too. I don't know, Mom. I don't know what you did. I just know that I didn't do it. Common sense. You were in the bathroom last. You did it, not me. Come on. like her bed at all. I can feel it indenting right here. And when I talk about the kind of bed that I got, it's called a two-sided mattress or something. This one, hers, you can't flip over. The industry has gotten out of, they don't make the ones anymore, very rarely. Not many. And they're more expensive. I like those kinds you can turn around and flip over and rotate it, you know. This you can't. These are the new kinds of beds. I can feel it going down soft, indenting right here. I don't like it at all. But I at least know the battery's not going to run off. Alright, I'll get to sleep for a couple hours. Ain't enough, but all that chaos took an hour away. I was going to bed too late anyway. By the time I went to bed, it was 4, 7, 3 now. I just had to do this stupid video, tell you what happened.